good, motherfuckers? We're back with another episode of World 1-1 podcast. As always, you can and should find us at our home on Podbean at world11.podbean.com, all spelled out, all one word. All the usual places that you find podcast goodness like iTunes and Google Play Music and Spotify and most recently iHeartRadio and all that fun stuff. You'll also find us on our spectacular Twitch channel, which has had lots of stuff going on lately. And if you can't catch it live on Twitch, you can always, of course, catch the reruns forever and ever, as long as it's around and doesn't, collapse in a fiery inferno on our YouTube channel. So long as YouTube stands, which these days could be any minute now. But in any case, let's dig into the goodness.
Choose your fighter.
I am, as always, your host, Larry the Bearded Wonder. Joining me tonight is Kathy Sleepy Pants.
Hello.
And Josh, about to go black and never come back, Legru.
Hello, everybody.
So, quiet week this week. We're going to run a little truncated because last week was E3 and last week was fucking insane and everyone's just tired and exhausted. So, we're going to keep it a little nuts and bolts tonight. But with that said, let's dig into...
Oh my gosh!
Video games.
Josh, what have you been playing?
Okay, so I finally got my R-Type
Bastard.
My R-Type Dimensions from
Wow.
Strictly Limited.
Oh my god, be nice, Larry.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Well,
Larry's
still
just
order
mad
that. I'm
because,
sure I can't order that.
He wasn't
still.
clicking fast enough,
It's
Yeah,
okay,
I
but
mixed
he
it
doesn't
all
need to be
together.
calling you names. Oh my
it's okay.
God.
It's from a place
I'm-
of love. I'm okay.
It is. You gotta see what...
Is that what we call it? Because that sure... Never mind.
That's what we call it. But no, it's actually really good.
I think I need
played...
to leave the podcast. The bromance here is just a little too thick, and I'm feeling very uncomfortable and actually more left out than anything. So, wow.
I'm sorry.
I mean, if it'll help you feel included, we'll see if we can get Adele in here to call you a cunt waffle again.
We can always we should have that on loop and just play it.
No, oh my God, no.
If it makes you feel any better, I can tell you Adele is having a hair day today.
A hair day.
She got
She messaged me this morning. She's like, guess what my drunk self did last night? I'm like, what? He says braids. I'm like, oh, I know. She goes, how do you know? I said, because you put it on Facebook. She goes,
Yeah.
I did. With
Yes.
pictures. She goes, what? I sent her a screenshot. She's like, fuck.
Yeah, she put stuff on Facebook. I saw that
Yeah,
too.
I do remember seeing that, but okay. No, I don't need Adele. I'll just sit here wallowing in my uncomfortableness, and as you two just have your love fest over there.
Really,
But anyway.
masturbating over R-Type.
Oh yeah, no, the R-Type is actually really good for Switch. It's good. I haven't played it a lot, but I'm gonna get into it more. It's a fun game. I do like R-Type, so that's good. What else have I been playing? I played a little more Hollow Knight. Just a very little bit. I started over again. I want to just get through this.
You've not finished it, period, yet, have you?
Yeah, I have finished the game.
Did you?
Yeah, but I skipped just a shit ton of stuff.
That's fair.
And
There
every
is a
time
lot of
what happens is I start playing it again, and then I get sidetracked with work or something. And if I want to come back to it, then I'm not really sure where I was at. So I'm like, you know what? Let's just start over. So I'm just gonna go through it. So I got through. About 2 hours in or so. So
You're probably making your way just to the end of Green Path, I'm guessing.
yeah, yep. Again. So
Through
I'm there.
Hornet?
Yes, I got through Hornet this time. So I'm like, okay, because the last time I stopped right at Hornet. Now this time I'm like, okay, I got through Hornet, so I'm good. So now I'm just gonna keep going. And it's been a while, so I'm starting to remember it again.
Yeah.
I played some more The Dig, of course, on Command Prompt. which I got on what's on Twitch channel, and I'm gonna put it on YouTube hopefully tomorrow or the next day, and we're gonna get that up there. So just in time for the next episode, which I'm actually starting to get into that game again.
Is that story not fantastic?
It's a great story. The thing is, like, really forget about, like, I don't know if you watched this episode this last time, but I did a little hack. I like took a picture of the Foss because I was doing the bones, you know.
Hey, you know what? Whatever works.
Yeah, because it's like,
I've
hey,
done that
it's
before.
2019. It's 2019. I'm not gonna like lie that it's not. You know, I'm not gonna go back and forth forever. So I was able to actually do that, and it helped me because my like dyslexic self was able to figure it out without going back and forth 1,000 times.
That's really just the modern day equivalent of we just got out of pen and paper. So it's not really cheating at that point.
No, it's not cheating by any means, but it's just
And
kind
that's
of
what
like,
I did during the witness, is I would take pictures of
Yeah.
things.
Why not?
I told Kathy, I'm like, take fucking snapshots of this or doodle that.
right? Because why not? You know.
You told me to do the old pen and paper trick. I'm the one who said I'm going to take the pictures, so don't take any credit on that, Larry.
It was one or the other, but they both accomplished the same fucking thing. I'm just old school, and I appreciate having like a notepad or a notebook of like fucking paper and doodles of it. It takes me back to a place in my head.
Gosh, if I could find them, I have like notebooks that I wrote, like with like the old like Sierra King's Quest games, my old maps,
Oh, wow.
and they have little tabs. Those little like tabs you used to be able to get, like the different color tabs. You remember those? I had those in the notebook.
I feel like there's an idea
Oh my
for a
God.
great. No. Hear me out. You might dig this.
No. I'm just thinking back to like, oh my God, I'm with like a whole bunch of really like uber nerds, like the nerds of the king of the nerds.
It's about to
I
get
knew
super
people-
nerdy right now.
Like I'm
yeah,
serious.
listen.
If you still have them, I will be.
have-
If you can produce it at some point, I will bow down and call you the king of all nerds throughout the entire world. Like you're the emperor.
I'll have to find
Of
it.
the nerds,
I
because-
do remember seeing it not that long ago, so
my
I know
God.
it's in my home somewhere.
All right, so here's my idea. Josh, you'll get behind this with me. I guarantee it.
Okay.
So what?
Of course, he's your,
Oh yeah, no, and I don't think that you would be, but I think you would at least buy this. If we
Okay.
can pull this shit off. Here's my great idea. We put the call out. We start going around. Any old school nerd fucking gamers from the 80s, early to mid 90s that still have like their old, sketch doodles of notes and maps and all kinds of bullshit for games. We get them all together. We get them scanned it all nice, pretty, and everything. Like coffee stains, like lined notebook paper, graph sheets, the fucking works. We put all this shit together in like a 150 page coffee table book of like old school gamer doodles, like old school gamer notes. I'm feeling that this is
The
a
thing
thing.
is, that would actually be cool now, but when
Yeah.
we did it, it would not be cool.
I know, that's the thing. It
Yeah.
would be great now. That'd be fucking awesome.
it would
And
make
even
for a
better
good
if
coffee
there's
book.
no
yes.
context as to what game those things were from, and it's just a fun game to guess what the hell we were working on. when we
I
wrote
remember
them all
this. My
down.
dad.
Two
My
versions. You gotta have two versions though. You gotta have the book with that's divided up that talks about the games with the different things, but then you can have the guess what game coffee book. That would be
Oh,
actually
No, I
Yeah.
just
Really?
want the book of like people's fucking sketches and notes.
I
and-
think it'd be great. There's nothing wrong with that. I think that'd be really cool.
Yeah, because
Yes,
we
I
had
would
to do
buy
that back. We had to do that back in
Well,
the day.
yeah, you had to.
Yeah.
Or you just didn't, and you look like a total idiot when you were going around in circles, like I did.
I miss
Yeah.
I miss the old days of video games demanded cartography. So
You learned real fast how to draw maps. Yes.
fuck yeah.
Yeah.
No
There was this,
GPS. We didn't have GPS.
no GPS.
North, south, east, west, up, down, left, right. You know.
Never eat sour watermelons.
I always just remembered it because just to put it on the right side, it read we as in plural, we, west and east. So that was the only way I could ever keep it straight as a kid. That was it.
Right.
So But
Right.
but no, there's a series, and I don't know. I think the series is dead at this point, recently-ish. But there was one last series that held out that really kind of pushed that whole, cartography, draw your own maps kind of thing. Was E-Train Odyssey. That started on the DS because it was like that dungeon crawlery thing.
Yes.
But then on the touchscreen, you had to draw the map to go with it.
Right.
So
Right.
I'm like, that was a fucking great idea. That was like the last hurrah of that legacy. Of that.
Well, because those
era.
people that, that analog type experience, it doesn't exist anymore as much today.
What was it? Fez felt like a good throwback to that. It had a lot of
No,
that,
it did. No, it did. I like
your
Fez.
notes and translate and everything else. And
Yeah.
So I'm heartbroken that'll never get ported to Switch, but whatever.
It is what it is.
It is. Remind me later. I got a Phil Fish story to tell you, but
Okay.
it's not big or anything, just neat. But in any case, but no. Back to you, Dig. What else?
Okay.
Yeah. What's happening in the story?
Yeah. Okay, so I'm at the I finished the first spire. I'm on the second spire on the Dig, or one of the second spire, whatever spire I
Right.
got second. And then that's kind of just where I stopped it. Because I'm like, you know what? If I don't stop here, I'm gonna play for like another 4 hours. So I just wanted to stop and to take a little break.
That shit.
so that's where I-
suck you in.
Yeah, exactly. Because it started doing that. So I'm like, okay, I gotta stop. So I stopped. And then I played. So get away from that. I finally finished Late Shift. And what I mean by finished Late Shift is I got all the achievements. And I did kind of cheat at the end because I probably put in 20 or so hours into that game, played it 10 or 15 times through the story. And then there were still secret achievements, so I did highlight the secret achievements and went on true achievements and saw what they were because I just could not figure. It wasn't that I couldn't figure it out; it was just I didn't understand that one choice I was making at the beginning all the time was the wrong choice, and it wasn't branching me off into this other group. Once I did that, I was able to get all the other ones with it. So
Like you were hitting a choice that you didn't realize was a choice, maybe.
no, I realized it was a choice, but I just didn't realize it was a choice of consequence. Because there's a lot of choices in that game that the first 15 minutes really doesn't matter what you choose. It's always going to end up the same.
All right, fucking explain Late Shift to me because I keep seeing it on the eShop and I'm just like, I don't know what the hell I'm even looking at here.
Okay, so remember full motion video games, from full motion video games from the 90s, with wrapped up in a choose your own adventure.
Okay, so basically Night Trap.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
It's a movie with a choose your own adventure element, and the first 15, 20 minutes, it really doesn't matter what you choose. It just kind of gets you to the story, and then after that, then the story does branch into several different areas.
Right.
It's not. I'm gonna tell you, it's not a very creative story. It's not a very good story. The acting is not the best, but for some reason, I just got sucked into it. And I saw, and for some reason, I was really into the meta game of the achievements for the Xbox.
Okay.
So because the achievements were 100 points apiece, I'm like, oh, that's not so bad. 100 points, only 10 achievements. I can do this.
Yeah.
And then I got up to where it was 750, gamer score. I'm like, well, I got to get the 250.
Right. We just
gotta
gotta close that gap.
Yeah, and then I played it another 10 hours and I didn't get anywhere. And I'm like, okay, this is ridiculous. I gotta kind of cheat a little bit and see actually what these achievements are. So once I saw what they were, I was like, oh, well, I'm stupid. Okay, I'll do this. So no, I really enjoyed it though. But the game, I felt this really deep satisfaction when it was all done. I'm like, okay, I can uninstall this and I'm not going back. Because I bought that probably last year. I think it was on a sale on Xbox. I got it for $4. But it's on Game Pass too. So if you guys have Game Pass, it's on.
I gave up on Game Pass. I wasn't.
Now Game Pass is. I was like that, Larry, when it first came out. I got it, and it was something I could literally pass on.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's one of these things that is just awesome to have, especially with a lot of the new games are rolling out onto it. So
I have my Xbox, but I barely play it. Like,
well,
If
if,
I'm
you,
gonna-
yeah, if you're not playing
that's
it, well,
the
then-
bitch of it. It's like it's not there's not stuff on there that I won't play. It's just it's nowhere near the first thing that I will pick up and play. Like
well, you're in the Switch right now.
it's just it's so easy for me to get comfortable in bed, turn over, like pull the covers over my damn head, and play my Switch and shut out
Right.
everything else, as opposed to like I've got to really be in the mood to situate down into that full. And that's so weird because it's part of the reason that I've never really PC gamed much is because I would rather have it on my TV and
Right.
I think the Switch just hit that perfect in between handheld and TV.
Yeah.
It's like it's all my full console experiences, but I can just pick it up and put it down again and be left
And
the
you're-
hell alone. Or if
yeah.
somebody's bothering me, I can like walk out of the room.
right. And you're not the only person. I mean, that's why Switch, I think, is hitting all cylinders right now.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody loves it. They take their stuff on the go. You can have your full console experience. You just plug it in your TV and you go. So, I mean, I'm like that with the Switch too. I really enjoy it. I love taking it to work. And when I have downtime, I can just play it. I still feel like, oh, I can just go home and plug it in my TV and I'll have that big console experience too. So,
I think the other thing too, though, is just it's so indie heavy.
yeah.
And that's been a big thing for me in the last couple of years is just there are very few big AAA games that really seem to quite grab me the way that most indie things. Like, I'm more prone to pick up and play even a shitty indie game over a big AAA game because a big AAA game is like a monstrous time.
It's a
commitment to me
time sink.
that
Yeah.
I just don't fucking have. Versus,
Yep.
I can buy a shitty indie game for less than $2, play it for half an hour, maybe have gotten something out of it, and then even if I didn't, it was a whole $2 and move on to the next thing.
Yeah. No, I hear you. I'm like that too. As I get older and like time commitments crunch down, I do like the smaller, even if it's like a 5-hour experience for the whole game.
Yeah,
As long as it's good and I got something out of it, I'm fine. I don't like the Red Dead Redemption 2 was probably my last big AAA game. That was over 100 hours for me.
Phew.
And it really felt like, especially the last like 20 hours, it started feeling like a chore.
Yeah.
And I'm like, this is not what I want out of my games anymore. At least not right now.
No, I
Yeah.
feel like I don't feel like the game industry has left us behind. I feel like we've left that era of the game industry behind
I think it's
as we've just
yeah.
gotten older.
yeah. Yeah.
Speaking of Red Dead Redemption 2,
Oh, there he
Speaking
is.
of
still in
messing
the
up
horse
all
you
my
rode in on.
stuff. God damn it. I gotta
mess
figure out
it up.
Yeah, well, Josh just went bye-bye, so, it's all right.
Come back.
Here's Josh.
Along.
I gotta...
I got one more game I've been playing, and this is the one that I played Void Bastards, and I'm not really into it.
No?
Oh, he left. Damn him!
He only did it to fuck with you.
I hate that. I'm sorry. You guys are... This is why I need to just leave and
No, you
not come
don't.
back.
Oh.
Yes, I do. Stop it! You guys treat me like shit.
Oh, come on. We treat you like the Lord of the Stream.
Yeah, that ain't nothing, okay?
It is around here because it didn't fucking exist before you.
That's right.
Back, by the way.
Test.
I told you he was coming back.
I
we
know.
go.
I called it.
I didn't... Just gotta figure out where everybody's at.
Why is my split things types of game?
Dylan, messing everything up.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we can
Okay.
hear you. Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Okay.
Couldn't hear you there for a second. I can hear you now.
There we
I
go.
changed my settings.
You know, it's comedic because we were literally, just before you clicked in, we were literally talking Red Dead Redemption 2.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Well, you say that until you hear what was being said about it.
It wasn't bad. It was just,
No, it wasn't.
no.
It was an opinion.
I never beat it. Like, I got caught up in some other game, and I just haven't had to, like...
Yep. See, that's how big that
I would
game
say,
is.
see, that just totally fits with what was being discussed.
Yeah, you don't even feel like you need to beat that game. The one thing about that game, I'm going to kind of like a spoiler alert for everyone out there, is that after you're finished, after you're finished, no, it's not that bad. But after you finish the story, there's another like 20 hours of the game yet. That could totally be DLC. Literally be DLC, but it's epilogue, and there's 2 epilogues, not just 1, 2.
That's like writing PPS.
Exactly
PSS.
what it was. Yeah, it's exactly what it was. And it's setting up the first Red Dead Redemption is what it is. The first game. Because it's a prequel to the sequel, of all that crap. And we've talked about that, but so you're like, okay, this could have totally been spun off as DLC and I would have not cared. But anyway. So
that game's so massive. Like,
yeah.
That's why, like I said, I got sidetracked with some other game that came out, and I don't even know what game that was at the time, but
Didn't care enough to go back.
it's not even that I didn't care, because I really enjoyed the game. I just, like, every time I think about going back and playing it, I'm just like, ugh, like, I don't know.
That's it. That was me too. Yeah, I'm glad I did finish it though, because I was like, okay, because I wasn't gonna. I just powered through it because I knew I wasn't gonna go back to it once I finished the story.
Yeah,
just wasn't gonna happen. Anyway, Void Bastards. So I've been playing that. I'm not really into it. I love the art style. I like the concept of this like strategy, kind of roguelike shooter element to it. Maybe I haven't given it enough time. I played it for like an hour and a half.
Yeah, I was enjoying it. I don't know. Wait, I haven't updated all my drivers yet from master, like completely wiping my PC again. So like some of my sound shit's off, some of my like display settings, even though all my NVIDIA drivers are up to date, like some of the like back end shit's not right.
Sure.
So I tried playing it, and then I got to the part after the first part where like you have to navigate the map, but it's like scroll to the right, and I couldn't, and I was just like, well,
I couldn't do that on I couldn't even do that on my Xbox. So
yeah, I was like, well, I guess fuck this game, like, and I go back to playing Metro. So
right. I'm gonna start playing Metro, I think too. I know Metro is a big game and a big commitment, but I don't think that it's gonna. I actually want to play that. So
yeah, well, I've been breaking it down into like hour, 2 hour chunks, like while I stream or record, and like it's good in chunks for me. It's like that game's intense,
right?
Yeah,
and it's just like I don't want to be. Hold on, let me get a little bit closer here. I don't want to be. Tense.
Good call, Dylan. Let's
like,
get real up close.
2 hours, yeah.
Really.
Kathy's doesn't think she wants to be a part of this tonight. No, that's so a couple hour chunks for good.
Yeah,
Forward to about 7 weeks in Kathy's future timeline. You hear the words coming out of her mouth, and that's when I shot him, Your Honor.
Yeah.
And then they play all these episodes back.
Oh,
and they're like,
quit.
okay, you're good.
You're good. Just go.
You're good. Just go.
We get it now.
Our group chat, everything just plays back.
It never require effort to do anything, so it's not happening. So
for me, for games, that's it. That's it.
Yeah,
that's
sorry,
a lot.
Josh.
No, that's okay. That's a lot for me though, because I haven't really been. I finally kind of broke the seal, I think, on my video game drought.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are we like actually recording right now?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. I kept interrupting. I thought we were like.
It's perfect.
Don't worry, Dylan. Everyone interrupts me, so it's all good.
Yeah, I feel bad. Gosh, I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Don't feel bad, because
Yeah.
I really
feel bad.
don't have much to say.
Yeah.
So
I thought
it's
we were
okay.
like
No,
like
Dylan, you missed it. I was yelling at you because you kept messing up the screens. Coming in, going out. coming in. I'm like, figure out what you're doing.
Sorry, I was trying to figure out my audio settings. I can't hear you guys.
Excuses.
So for me, that's it. Larry.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that was a lot though for you.
Yeah.
It was meaty.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Yep.
And Kathy, what's been spinning in your cartridge slot?
Oh, geez.
Nothing physical.
Yes, that was absolutely intentional.
It was, but I'm over it. I have my opinion. Y'all have yours, and you're all wrong, but that's okay.
No,
Well,
I
except
think
for
she
Dylan.
missed it. What's been spinning in your cartridge slot?
I heard it, and I'm just leaving it alone because you're an ass.
Actually, if we were on PSP, that might work technically.
I don't even want to do this tonight. I sleep so bad. Just so everybody knows, I'm basically running on over 24 hours of no sleep, so
Oh,
yeah.
fun.
Yeah. Well,
Are you making your way to Brooklyn?
it's actually kind of I'm not blaming you, Dylan, but you suggested something yesterday and I decided to stick with it. It helped me stay
Good.
awake. But damn it, I hope I sleep tonight. I'm afraid I'm gonna hit the pillow and be wide awake.
Wide awake.
I'm glad the cocaine is helping. Continue.
Right. Nothing will
And it
keep
was all
you running like the
secret in
right
here.
selection of drugs.
Well, I don't know. I think there was something else in that baggie that I got. No, what have I been playing?
Really lucky. The only thing that was mixed into that bag besides the Coke was the Quaaludes.
So, God, I can't even think of what I've been playing. I do remember I played some Skyrim this week. Kind of continuing my little saga going on Sundays. I found the main vampire's daughter, Serana, and returned her home. So, started that shit. I hate that quest line so much. Talk about DLC that gets old. But that's, I'm not too far in, and I'm doing my best to try to stay alive. There have been some close calls, because my character, once she dies, that's it. She's dead in the Skyrim universe. No coming back.
Permadeath!
Shit! Oh my god, kid.
Nice.
My son just walked into the room, and I wasn't expecting him to come into the room, and I saw him out of the corner of my eye, and I was about to start beating him down because I thought it was some stranger. Oh, damn. You know what, Dylan, why don't you just go ahead, because I don't know how to recover after this one, damn it.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been messing around with the Xbox Game Pass for PC. Enjoying it a lot. I got Metro, which I've been sinking my teeth into a little bit here and there. I'm only like 3 or 4 hours into it, but that's fun.
Real quick on that game, because I know you've been talking about it, I just haven't looked into it. What is the premise of Metro? I mean, what's it about?
Oh my god.
Shut up, Josh!
There's 3 games.
Yeah, there's 3 games.
That actually leans into almost the same question I was going to ask. Is I've seen the stuff on Metro, I just can't figure out what the draw is.
So
Really?
Metro.
Okay, go ahead, Dylan. Go ahead.
So Metro's takes place during like essentially Cold War era, and the whole premise is like nuclear fallout, right?
It's like an alternate kind of, almost like alternate history.
Right,
So
Right.
kind of like
People
Fallout,
move-
but not Fallout.
right. But people move underground, and you play as like these Russians, this Russian guy, Artyom, and you live underground in this metro system. And each game's got its own like thing that you're trying to do. And Exodus, the one that I'm playing, you're trying to find people on the surface. I don't want to get too
Into the
spoilery,
weeds, yeah.
right?
No, but
It's an overarching story between the first two anyway. I haven't played the third one, but there's like a nice story that overarches between all of them.
I guess what I'm asking, because I haven't watched any of your videos, I am sorry, I haven't really been watching. What type of game is it? That's what I think I'm interested in.
I like to say Metro's like a mix between Fallout and some horror shooter kind of game.
So like the original Fallout, or are we talking like the newer, like Fallout 3?
Fallout 3.
Like Fallout 3-ish.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's Fallout 3 like, you know. And you know, it's definitely got like survival horror-esque aspects to it. You know, you eventually get kind of used to it, but like the game is definitely tense. Like Fallout's more relaxed. Like you're just doing your thing. Exodus, like, or most Metro games, like you never have ammo. It seems like it's kind of like, honestly, it reminds me of like Resident Evil.
Yeah.
Like on how you're always
how you have to really
resources.
Yeah, you have to be
Very
really
ammo
careful.
starved.
Yeah, you're always
Resource management is a big deal.
right.
Okay.
And I'm not good at that.
Well, because you play a lot of shooting games where you know.
So
That kind of shocks me. I've never gotten the impression that it's real big on like the kind of survival horror resource management aspect from anything they've ever shown, like preview wise bit.
It's not big, personally not big on it, at least the first two. They're big enough, especially if you play them on a easier level of difficulty.
Right, if you play it on like an easier, like the normal one, there's resource management, but easy and the one before easy is like super not that bad. Right. But like normal and up, you know, it just gets more and more resource management. And yeah, Metro really should use that more in their marketing, but they're more like, I mean, they have their fan base, like, and they also, you know, have awesome graphics. And it's gritty, and I don't know, it just draws people in, I think, based on its looks and the shooter aspect of it, because the guns are fucking cool. And the customization and RPG-esque elements of the game, like it's kind of got like a little bit of everything for everyone in there. And it's also extremely intense, so if you like being like tense for a couple hours, you know, it's good, you know, just make sure to masturbate beforehand. But yeah, that's what.
So you should plan on having a Metro Exodus of Seaman before you start playing Metro
Exodus. Exactly.
So this is a game I can't play, which is awesome.
No, you totally can, Kathy. You know, just maybe after the game. I don't know.
You could lady sploosh. You could totally lady sploosh.
Yeah, it's not a Zelda title, so.
Yeah. It's definitely not a Zelda. Oh, no, that's another game I've been playing is Zelda Breath of the Wild. I keep trying to get into that game, but like it's so open that I'm just like, I don't know what I was supposed to be doing. Yeah. And I'm just more of a fan of like traditional Zelda linear titles, like, you know, like, yeah, there's some open worldness, but like really you got like 3 options, bro. Like,
Did you play the very original NES Zelda?
Not the original NES.
Okay, so that's
I'm
gonna say that's probably where I think a lot of the critiques have come from. Like in your case, the openness is because a lot of people who are playing Breath of the Wild had never really played the original Zelda, and if you played the original Zelda when it first came out, that openness is actually a welcome, like, oh my god, I'm back to what Zelda really is. Not saying that the linear stuff isn't good, it's just it got so linear that people forgot really what the Zelda game was started.
Like,
so I think it is harder for people who it's harder for people who never.
But...
Yeah, if you've never played, if you didn't grow up, I think with the original Zelda, Breath of the Wild, it's definitely kind of like a slap in the face. Like,
it's a
what
big
do I
shock.
do?
Yeah, it's a cold water bath.
I mean, I enjoy it. You know, I enjoy the stuff to do, but like, I kind of want to start like And the other main thing that I don't like about it is like, yeah, there's a lot of shrines, but there's really no dungeons. Like,
there is no dungeon.
No, that was one of the things.
That was one of the
Basically, the whole world is a dungeon. The whole world is a dungeon.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't mind the shrines. The shrines are cool, but they're like bite-sized dungeons and really puzzle-based.
They're micro dungeons.
I would say the closest thing to a dungeon would be Hyrule Castle.
Yeah.
That would be the closest thing.
Yeah, see, I just want to get to the point where, like, I'm finding the, like, 4 fucking...
Divine beasts.
Divine beasts. Yeah, like, I'm like, I want to do this thing.
Do you follow the quest markers pretty...
Yeah.
Okay. Because I was going to say, that was the one thing I did notice for those who like the having a linear gameplay. Just do the quest markers. Don't worry about going and finding all these shrines. Do the bare minimum. Because you really don't need all the shrines. The only thing that the shrines do is help increase your hearts and your stamina. You'll need to do some, but that's the beauty of it. You don't have to do all of them. I would do just enough to where you could get enough hearts to get the Master Sword. But just follow the quest markers. Go in order. Don't worry about the side quests. Don't worry about any of that stuff. Just follow the main quest, and you've got more of a linear path.
And
then you can kind of branch out more.
But I'm like at a point where it's like I'm supposed to be finding pictures, like memories, and I'm like, this is dumb.
You don't have to. You don't have to do any of that.
You don't have to do that.
Yeah,
you don't have to do those.
There's main ones and there's sub ones.
Well, that's on the main one. Like, it's
it is, but you don't have to. But the only reason why you would do it is to get us there. You really don't need to. There is
cool. I'm just gonna say fuck this.
Like, you can.
It will get you something, and it will also advance some of the story narrative.
Yeah. And that's all it does is really give you background into what happened 100 years ago.
I'm playing Cave Story as well.
How do you like that?
Yay!
I'm enjoying it. I'm also fucking hating it. Both things are simultaneously true. Because like I keep forgetting to save, and like I'll get to a point where I'm like, okay, like I gotta do this thing, and then I run like all the way to the other side of the map to get the fucking item that I need, and then I die, and I'm like, shit, I didn't save. And then I just put the game down for 2 days. Like, I'm like, fuck you, I'm not doing that again. So, I do enjoy it, but yeah, it's a labor of love. I just gotta remember to save. Like, that's my biggest problem with, like, auto-save culture now. It's like, I'm so used to games just being like, you're good, bro, don't worry about it. And then,
Dude, how great is that soundtrack, though?
It's fantastic. The gameplay's fun, the soundtrack's fun. I like the characters, and it's just a really enjoyable, game. Yeah. So that's what I've been playing. A couple other like Xbox Game Pass games. Checked out Void Bastards. You heard me. How I felt about that game. I like it, but I couldn't figure out how to navigate the fucking map. What other game? Vampire. Started playing that.
How do you like that?
It's good so far. I haven't
because
really
I downloaded it. I'm gonna start it, I think, tomorrow.
Yeah, I just haven't done that deep into it. It's pretty cool. Like it kind of reminds me of like a watered down version of Blood Omen 2.
Yeah, because that's what I was thinking. I almost kind of thought that. I was like, you know what? This looks good. It looks like Blood Omen. Okay.
Yeah. It very much reminds me of Blood Omen 2 without being as good as Blood Omen 2, which, I mean, it's hard to live up. Yeah. Like, that game's amazing. So, yeah, that's what I have been playing. Especially
No, we're going back to Kathy, because Kathy put it off on Dylan.
Yeah, I'm sorry. All right, so let's see. So Skyrim, started doing something on Thursday nights. Not doing it this Thursday, obviously, because we're recording, but I do a Throwback Thursday now on my channel, so I started playing Super Mario World again.
Oh, nice.
I forgot what a bitch that game can be.
Oh, if you hate that, just wait for Lost Levels.
I played Lost Levels. Yeah, I didn't make it past the first level. So
how are you? If you don't mind me asking, how are you playing that? Are you playing that like on?
I'm playing it on my SNES Classic.
So you have like an Elgato?
Yeah, I have the Elgato capture card. Yeah, I use it to switch between my Switch dock and my Super Nintendo, my SNES Classic. So my goal is to eventually move my Wii U into this room, my computer room, hook that up so I can start playing some of the Wii U games. Like I want to play Breath of the Wild, but also some of the old GameCube games that we have, including the Prime games. So
yeah,
really play those again.
If that thing with Dylan pans out, I'm hoping to start running through the whole Prime trilogy, actually.
Well, I would do it on my channel, not on ours. Okay, just saying. So.
Oh, I know. I have an itch to do it, but I'm just waiting on news.
I'm not gonna take over. I'm not gonna take over. Just don't worry. You do your thing. That's your thing here on this channel, but I'm gonna do it on mine because I did start playing AM2R again.
Yeah.
After watching you play it, Larry, so I'm like, okay, and I'm playing it on the normal mode, not easy, normal mode. All right.
You know, earlier tonight I was gonna make a crack about we should just rename easy mode on every game to plebeian mode, but I bit my tongue.
So, yeah, so I started playing that again. Where am I at? I'm in the tower. I got to the robot thingy-majiggy. That was
the tester.
Yeah, totally keep fucking that up.
That's fucking rough. Like, Jesus Christ, you have no idea how many times the tester fucked me up my first playthrough.
So, yeah, but this isn't my first playthrough. That's what's embarrassing. I think I had an easier, but then again, I was on easy mode, so I guess I gotta stop looking at it that way. Let's see, what else have I been playing? Sorry, my mind is going blank. You guys are gonna not believe this, but I did not play Fortnite for about 2 weeks.
And Fortnite missed you?
We're rubbing off on her, guys. So
no,
because then I spent the last 2 nights, all this.
That's
week
all you've been doing.
On everything.
Yeah, because I saw you were playing today.
Well, yeah, but I haven't been playing. The only other time I streamed this week was Sunday, and that was Skyrim. So
right.
I really haven't been, but I caught up. I'm all caught up, and now, yeah.
You feel better now?
Yes, I do. I feel complete.
Oh, good.
Better. I did try Euphoria. I was curious.
What did you think?
I think that's a game I can put in the background as somebody else is playing it and just listen to what they're doing, but when I play it, it's boring as fuck. I'm sorry.
That's fair. No, that's fair. I get it.
I'm sorry. That game just bores me because there's just, for me, I just can't. It's not for me. It's not for me. I can see how it's something that you would like, Larry. Like I said, I don't mind watching somebody else do it because I can put it in the background, do some other stuff while listening.
I think that might be on the menu tonight too. Actually, after this, I've been in a mood and I really want to play it some more again.
But yeah, it's not my cup of tea. But I tried it.
That's all right. I've had that game for probably 10 years. And when they did the HD version, I think I just got it for free when they updated it. But it's one of those. Again, I have this weird thing for like super mellow, chill, very minimalistic, artistic kind of, and it fits in that. And I'm normally not even real big. Like, I like some real-time strategy stuff. I'm never any fucking good at it. Euphoria seems to be kind of the one exception to that for me. It's again, I go through phases in life where for a couple months I'll really be into it, and then I'll put it down again for like a year or two, and then it'll just kind of pop up and be like, oh yeah, I have that thing. I'm gonna play that again for a while. And but no, it's with sitting down to my PC more in the last month or so, and actually, you know, most of that's because I'm pushing streaming because the capture card issue hasn't resolved itself yet. But it's one of those that's called me back because it's a really good, like, I find myself up late at night in a lot of cases and not wanting to sack out, or, you know, my brain's not ready to go full veg and just put a movie on in the background or something stupid. And so that's a good compromise for me to get me to mentally wind down, but still be able to do something somewhere mentally engaging. And that's the other beautiful part too, is if I'm paying attention, you know, and again, that's one of the things too that almost kind of conflicts with streaming it, is that when I'm streaming it, I will turn the fucking speed dial up. But if is part of that sort of chill, shutting, winding down kind of thing, is that my brain runs at about base speed instead of triple speed.
You know, you bring up a good point about it being the chill game. Here's where and I just thought of this while you were talking. I think I would like this game as a mobile game.
I could see that.
Because that, now that you kind of mention it, yes, this is the type of game that I have a lot of those on my mobile games, a lot of those chill games where you don't have to do much, but you're still kind of progressing. And I do a lot of those idle games where you basically just tap and, you know, do just not very bare minimum. I don't like those when I'm sitting at a console type setup. So if it was a mobile game, I probably would be really into it. And the same thing, it'd be a game I'd play for a while, go away, come back, do some more for a few weeks. Because I have a lot of games that are very similar to that on my phone. So yeah, I could totally. I think that would be more my preference if it was a mobile title instead of on my PC. Because I think with me and the PC is I'm so used to, because I'm sitting up, I'm thinking action, I'm thinking adventure, I'm not thinking I'm chilling.
Yeah.
I'm up, I'm in that ready mode, let's go and fight. So I think that's part of the reason why a lot of those chill games I don't do well with. I think that's what happened too with The Witness. Witness would be another great game for me to have on mobile. I think.
And for those running on iOS, it is on mobile.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
It is. It is if you have iOS. It's not on Android.
I do have iOS. I did not know this.
And it's also dirt ass cheap by comparison on iOS, because if you get it on iOS, it's only like $10.
See, because I think that would be cool with The Witness, is I could see myself just, to get to sleep, just a few puzzles, and then I get frustrated, throw my iPad across the room and go to sleep out of anger. But
right.
But that would be, I think I'd have more. I think that would be a great game to go exploring with. I did not know that.
Oh yeah.
I guess I'm going to be doing some looking.
Speaking of mobile, by the way,
what
of interest to you? I don't remember if it's been talked about here or not, but coming up here soon. It should be real soon, if I remember correctly. I got to look up the date, but Dead Cells is hitting Android and iOS.
Seriously?
Yeah. I'm a little on the fence because I'm looking at it going, controls, I don't know, but at the same time...
Fortnite's on iOS, but I don't like the controls, how people do that. It's awkward. I'd rather have a controller. But
that's going by the holy shit. I have not touched Dead Cells in like a month and a half. That's fucking weird.
I haven't either. Ever since I can't play the Rise of the Giant.
I know.
Kind of like I'm not your fault. Stop it. Let's see. What else have I been playing? Apex. I played Apex for a little bit. I was just feeling like playing some shooty. I've got the mechanics down. I just got to figure out what the I got to figure out the blooms on the guns, because I feel like I'm hitting my targets or I'm aiming right, but nothing hits. So sucks. And my partner's.
That's a game I'm always down to play, Kathleen.
Yeah, but you're always either sleeping when I'm playing, or you've had
here lately,
going
Dylan.
on. So that's a game I play like late at night when I don't want to be bothered by anybody else. Because if I get on Fortnite, everybody's like, Kathy, play, please play. And it's like, I mean, I love you guys, but I just want to play without having to be entertaining.
Right.
But Apex, I can be that way. And I can also shut off the chat, and especially if people yell at me. I got yelled at by some guy for making him jump master. He started, oh my god, seriously, he's like, I will cut you and I will find out where you live and I will make your life miserable. I'm like, oh my god, it's just asking you to tell us where we're dropping, jerk. So I left him. I just like, fuck you, I ran off. I'm like, I'm not even gonna try to be a team player. And of course he's cursing me like, get back. I'm like, I kept my mouth shut. I wasn't gonna start it because you never know this day and age. But it's like, yeah, I bet you're like 19 and lonely.
So,
but anyhow,
I gotta ask you, Kathy, because I was kind of scrolling through here, and this I totally forgot it was even around. But have you played through Deltarune Chapter 1 yet?
No, obviously. My confused look yet. No.
I was kind of curious.
I don't even think I have it on my game list downloaded yet.
I'm kind of surprised.
Sorry.
Oh no, I'm not judging. I was just surprised as much as you dug Undertale.
I feel like I'm in trouble or something.
No. I was just surprised as much as you enjoyed Undertale. I figured you'd get on it.
Actually, Deltarune doesn't look appealing. Now, my daughter loves it. She loves the whole Undertale thing. It didn't appeal to me, so I should play it though.
It does.
God, I just totally forgot about Undertale. I got so caught up with Fortnite and other stuff and other games, and yeah, I just Deltarune just kind of went over my head.
I'll say the nice thing though is it was free.
Yes, it was.
So.
I just haven't. There's games that I just won't touch.
No, that's alright.
I know I played a lot more than that. Still playing Contra. Love going back and playing that. God.
Actually, that might be something I do later in the next couple days. I need to. I'll charge up my 3DS and maybe I'll bust out some Contra 4. That hasn't seen the light of day in a while.
I feel like I did download Dauntless, so I gotta play that. I keep hearing good things about that game. Other than that, yeah. Oh, I did play the Disney Afternoon Pack. I don't think I talked. I think that was while we were. I don't think I mentioned that one. The original DuckTales and all the other.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't get past the first level on any of those. My old school skills are rusty. But I think that's it. I know I downloaded a whole bunch of games from during E3 on the Switch. I can't remember all of them. There's just so much I have to get into and play. I mean, I've been downloading all the free ones that Epic's been coming out with, so there's a lot of games. I've got a lot of games to try. The question is, when do I have the time to do it? So, yeah.
I know one you got to try that we didn't talk about. You only played it for a few minutes, but you did get to try it finally, since I rambled on about it for a while a couple weeks ago.
Which one?
Golf Peaks.
Oh, yeah! That was actually kind of cool.
I told
that
you.
Was, that,
you
and
looked at it like, this is dumb, and then when you realized what was going on.
Yeah. Stupid. Oh, actually, hey, wait a minute.
Uh-huh.
That's another game that I like, those type of puzzle games, and those are games again. I wish it was. I need to get it so I can play it. But again, I can't play anything on my Switch right now. It's Hollow Knight. I did play some more. I started a new game of Hollow Knight myself. So.
Golf Peaks is on Android.
Is it?
I don't have Android. I'm an iOS.
I'm sure if it's on Android, it's probably on iOS. iOS
yeah,
gets it
probably is. No, I would get it for my Switch, except like I've said, you guys all know this. My Joy-Cons are just messed up. So.
Yeah, so are mine. I need to buy it. I noticed that when I was playing Breath of the Wild. I was like, man, I need to get me a fucking Pro Controller because this is garbage.
Well, no, the problem is we have buttons that are sticking, so you're in a constant state of either up or down.
Mine is my joysticks drift, so I'm always like, if I'm riding the horse in Breath of the Wild, it'll just start going off a cliff, and I'm like, no. I can't tell you how many times my horse has killed both me and it. Just going like, nah, fuck these goblins. I'm going right off this cliff. Goodbye, sir. So.
I hardly ever used the horses in Breath
I didn't either.
I didn't either.
I mean, I collected certain ones. There were certain ones I collected just to say I had them, but I didn't use the horse for traveling.
We were all too good for horses. I see how it is. It's fine. I mean, you take your sweet ass time getting across the map. I'll ride my horse.
I mean, I played that game over 200, about 250 hours probably.
But I will admit, when I got the motorbike, I tore that thing to pieces. I had fun with that thing.
I will freely admit, there were times where I like popped on Breath of the Wild just with the objective of I'm gonna take like a full lap around the fucking map just to see how long it takes me. And then that was all I did for the night. Was just on foot, hoof it all the way around. Yeah. I'd spend an hour or two doing just that and then turn it off again. Like, okay, good night.
And that's the beauty of that game. You can do that.
It is. It really, like, there would be times where I didn't know what I wanted to do, and it was just a default. Like, I'd turn it on and I'd pick something stupid to achieve. Like, I'm gonna climb the highest mountain I can fucking find and see how far I can glide off it. What the hell?
Yeah. Then you see a shrine or something that you didn't do, and you just would go down to that. That's what I did.
Yeah. Or in an area, it's like, ooh, what's in here?
Right.
That's how I found a lot of stuff. It's just exploring. And I'm not into exploring. Give me a walkthrough. But,
right.
Yeah. But yeah. I think that's it. I'm sorry. I'm all over the place because I cannot think.
That's all right.
I usually write down my games before we do this, and I didn't this time. So.
All right. So, I'm going to start it off. I played a Kathy game. I've been playing a Kathy game. I've been playing Not Not.
Oh! Really?
Uh-huh. And I'm way farther in than I really should be.
I'm surprised that you liked it that much.
I'm to the point where it's actually getting obnoxious. Like, have you finished it? I'm just curious now. Have you finished?
Actually, I don't think I've gotten past the 3rd level.
Oh, fuck. I've pushed further on this than you have, depending.
Yeah, well, okay, because, again, the controller, I can't...
Yeah.
It gets stuck, so it'll go up, even though I'm not pressing the button, so then it messes me up. So it's like... Yeah.
So, I'm all the way up to the logical set, where it starts giving you, like, ands or ors and mixing, like, fucking colors and all sorts of goofy shit. And so, but yeah. Also, Dylan.
I remember shit now?
Hey, Dylan. I'm going to get you a can of WD-40 for your birthday.
Alright, don't do drugs.
But...
Don't do drugs.
Have a good night, bro.
You too.
I don't think he caught any of that.
I don't think he did either. I don't know.
He's gonna have a real good time when he listens back to this eventually.
It's fucking hot.
Yep, definitely didn't catch any of it. Oh, fantastic. So yeah, I've been playing Not Not, and I'm into the logical, and it's just now started to irritate me.
Wow.
So let's see. I played a couple of other stupid little indies. What did I piddle with? I picked up Crypt of the Necrodancer, not Cadence of Hyrule yet, but I picked up Crypt of the Necrodancer because it was on sale for $4, and I was trying to decide if I'm going to like this enough to buy Cadence of Hyrule.
Yeah.
I got that too, yeah.
It's the little bit that I've played of it so far isn't bad. It could use a little better explanation on some of the controls.
Okay.
Because I'm like, it says attack. why am I, like, it's got a picture of my sword in a box that says B, and I'm hitting B, but it's not swinging his sword. The fuck's I'm like, oh. I need to spend some dedicated time working it out. I'm sure I'll be okay. But I mean, I like the whole rhythm aspect. The music's good. It did kind of like stun me all of a sudden when the game just like stopped mid-dungeon because apparently the song ended. I'm like, I didn't know that was going to be a fucking thing that I could run out of music. What the hell is this shit?
Now you know.
Yeah. I played like a little maze runner game called No Thing. It's real fucking lo-fi. And it's not awful, but it's not anything I would ever recommend. It just kind of is. So fuck, if you have any compulsion to look at it, which after this description you probably don't, but just watch like 2 minutes of a Let's Play, you'll get the entirety of what the hell's happening and have your fill and move on. It's literally just like left turn, right turn, left turn, right turn, and don't fall off the fucking rail. Meanwhile, some weird uber polygonal or polygonal rather talking head is sputtering weird cryptic nonsense at you while you speed around this track and try not to fall the fuck off. And the controls feel a little weird and loose on it too. Other than that, so here's an actual fucking neat one that I like. I've been playing Transcripted. And Transcripted is like a mesh of... Josh, you're nodding. Have you played this?
Maybe. Keep going. I think I played this. So
all right. So I'm actually digging this. This is like a mesh of like the Match 3 little marble shooter games.
Yeah.
Mixed with a twin stick shooter. And it actually reminds me of just the setting, because it's all like microscopic, cellular, nano. God damn it! It was nano something or other. It was on the 3DS. It's gonna fucking drive me nuts now. Somebody look that up while I'm talking, or I'm gonna forget shit. Anyways. Also, Josh says July 17th for Dead Cells on Android on mobile. For anyone that's looking for that, yeah. Yep. But you shoot the little virus organisms, and some of them will drop little color cubes. And you've got 3 colors that you're working with. It's red, yellow, and blue, I think.
Yep.
Oh, maybe 4. I think there's green in there too, but not that it's especially relevant. But you get like these chains kind of circling their way, like constantly moving while you're running around shooting. And when you pick up one of the color DNA pieces that drop from the baddies, it gives you protection. Like they stop coming after you because they suddenly think that you're one of their own, at least while you're carrying it in this little probe thing. And then you shoot it into the big DNA chain to match 3 colors and start trying to get chain reactions to fill up your meter at the top. So it's not bad. And the weird thing is, despite this is really my only bitch, is that the fucking text font on this game is way too damn small. That is literally my only complaint. Because beyond that, the story is actually kind of decent. Like, you get bits of story, and the voice acting and everything for the characters in between each level is actually pretty good. But in any case, it's a neat little concept. I got to the first boss fight, and I'm like, okay, that's fucking cool. They incorporated like the DNA chain into the boss as it's going after you, or it's like, pumping out massive waves of bullet fire at you that you're trying to avoid while you're trying to pick up the little DNA bits and shoot out the little mini baddies that are circling around and around in the stage. it's really well executed. It's a brilliant meshing of a pair of genres that really shouldn't work together, but somehow do. And I give props to the dev on that one. That's actually pretty good. So we were talking about beforehand. I've been playing, and I actually just finished Refunct. It's surrealism isn't quite the right word. It's just very minimalist and slightly abstract. First-person platforming. The controls feel a little loose, but not unbearable by any means, and it's not super long either. You can pick it off in like an hour or so, but it's pretty to look at in a weird, simple sort of way. Aside from the controls feeling a little loose, the platforming actually vaguely reminds me of the first like FPS platforming on Metroid Prime. Is kind of how it feels a little bit. In that weird sort of floaty, you're not really quite sure where your feet are type thing.
Right.
It feels like it's just auto-correcting for shit. So, it could do with like about a 30-second tutorial, no more, but just go, this button does this button does this, and the water won't kill you. Thanks, have fun. Go play. That's all it needed. That's literally all it fucking missed, and it would have been spot on. So, but that's other than that, wrapped up AM2R for World 1-1 Plays. That's all on the YouTube channel now. Started Hollow Knight. We're a couple of hours in. Working our way. We just finished up Hornet in Green Path, and so we're kind of dinking around Green Path and finding our way to the next section. It's been long enough that I don't remember exactly everything, so
Yep.
So it's not fully blind, but it's not like, all right, we're gonna just like rail through. There's
Right.
gonna be a little wandering around until I remember a few fine details, kind of thing, which is okay. It's kind of the way that I like to play it. Give it enough time to forget 75% of it.
Right.
Just enough memory to kind of get a vague idea of which way to go. And enough reason to wander around and still get a little lost is the beauty of it. What else? Some more Euphoria, bits and pieces of that here and there. Late night on World 1-1 Plays, which, mentioned earlier. There will probably be a little bit more of that this evening. Other than that, I'm thinking that might be most everything. Trying to think. No, shit. I played something on my Xbox. What the hell was it? I don't remember if it was anything I actually cared about. I think I actually just put something on my Xbox to say that I played something on my Xbox. I haven't loaded a game on it in months. Which sounds fucking terrible, but it just hasn't been anything there that you know what I should do? That's the other thing too, is again, until the maybe situation hashes out, I don't want to mess with my consoles much because I want to play my console games, but I also want to be able to share it with everybody, and I can't move it to stream right now. So, but no, other than that, I do want to play, because I realized too, I've got a game on my Xbox One that I have not touched yet, but I should, because it should be right up my alley, and that's Redout. And I keep meaning to, I keep thinking about it.
You can stream straight from your Xbox.
I know, but I don't like the setup all that much. It's not great compared to what I can do by way of PC. It skips the whole pretty overlay, and it's not. Well, no, it's not a great fucking arrangement. It's doable, but meh. So, and that's the other thing. Well, you know, we tried to get that Portal thing going, and then you wanted to go PC.
Hey, I mean, it worked.
Would have been way simpler because it was already there on my Xbox. We could have, but whatever. But in any case, no, that's it's gonna bug me now. I don't remember what the hell it was I played on my Xbox, but it's not important. But yeah, that's most of what's been spinning around. Solid recommendations though. Transcripted, worth a couple bucks. Refunked if you can find it for less than like $2. For the love of God, don't mess with No Thing. I don't remember what I saw that made me want it in the first place, but it definitely isn't in the game apparently. So, Crypt of the Necrodancer. If it's still $4 when you hear this, for God's sakes, get it. Golf Peaks, not. Yeah, go with that. Other than that, I think that's about it. And I think we're probably just going to wrap there because we've been running longer than I thought we were going to with just this tonight, anyways. And it's been a long couple weeks, so we're going to run it a little on the shorter side this week. So.
We did have 2 weeks of games to go through.
We really fucking did. So, which is all right.
And everybody is playing more. I mean, I think that's the big thing is that I've noticed, especially with everybody starting to stream more. You guys are playing games more. So
it's breaking the seal.
I know, it's like...
It was a struggle the last couple days.
Yeah, but seriously, between the three of you, you guys have been killing it. So I'm very happy to see that you guys are doing more with the streaming and getting the games out there and sharing what you guys like to do. So, kudos.
Right.
Keep it up.
But yeah, we'll wrap it up there. Thank you to Josh and Kathy and Dylan for hanging out with me tonight.
Oh, we're not doing news?
No. We're going old school basic bitch this week.
Okay.
Dylan, I've basically been up since 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon. I need to go to bed.
Fair enough.
Kathy's rocking herself.
I'm rocking myself so I don't fall asleep because I will.
Out early plenty of times, so I totally know.
It's not a whip out. It's just.
Oh, dipped out.
Dipped out. Well, it doesn't matter. Dipping out, whipping it, whatever.
No, there's a big
Wait.
Whipping it out.
Whoa.
It's a whole different game.
She has been.
That is. No, that did not happen. Oh my God.
There's your episode title, The Time Kathy Whipped It Out.
No.
Dip out or whip out. We'll say.
It's my birthday tomorrow.
I hate that I do this to myself. Why do I do this? Why do I embarrass myself? Oh my God.
You don't do anything worse to yourself than I've done on this show for 3 years.
Yeah,
Which reminds me, by the way, we're on episode 150.
Woohoo! Whoop whoop.
150 episodes this
Hell,
time.
if I'd thought about that, we could have had like a special 150th celebration. I gotta start planning our 200th episode.
Yeah, that's another 50 episodes away, though.
That I got time.
So.
Alright, I'll shut up.
But let's wrap this up. Everybody have a great night. Thank you so much, and we'll be back next week. Make sure that you're tuning in. You've followed us and hit the notifications on both Twitch and YouTube, so that you get to check out all the cool content when we're streaming it live, as well as when it goes up on our YouTube channel. If you missed it live on Twitch, and then there's a handful of things that don't quite make it to Twitch that goes just straight to our YouTube channel, like the spectacular Dr. Who Dis. So make sure you check some of that out. We've got like the unboxings as well that are up on our YouTube channel that don't ever quite make it to Twitch, and you never know what else will crop up.
They will.
So
they will eventually. They'll make appearances.
So, but in any case, we're gonna wrap it there, and we'll talk to you all next week. Everybody say good night.
Good night.
Bye.
Peace.